Hello everybody, we're going to do yin this evening. I'm here in my living room, a nice comfortable warm fire behind me, and we are going to start tonight in just a couple of minutes. I want to wait till exactly 6 o'clock for everybody to get here, which is going to be in 2 more minutes. We will start tonight, which we can start right now, with the seated position, a meditative seat, just to stack your shoulders over your hips, to get started on a center. Find your right spot. We're going to take some breaths here. Again, stack your shoulders right over your hips. You can close your eyes and just start to breathe nice and easy. Nothing forced. Just take about 30 seconds of easy breaths. You can close your eyes or keep them open, your choice. I'm going to fiddle with our video here and there and make sure we get it set up just correctly, so just keep doing your thing. Continue to breathe. Get taller with your light breath. Find your center line. Scan your body. Just find your presence. Enjoy your time on your mat. Yin is a practice of allowing, not of doing. Go ahead and move into a child's pose, a yin child's pose. So we're not going to express intensely out of our fingertips or anything. We're going to let our forearms rest on the mat with our hands. We're going to be here for about 4 minutes. So find your spot, be still, resist. So get your hands under your shoulders, your knees right under your hips.
comfort with your breath.
Resist the urge to hold out of it. What do Walk your right foot out to the edge of your mat. Turn it out to a 45-degree angle. Press on your right knee with your right hand. Wing your dragon. We'll be here for about a minute, minute and a half. Once again, you're very warm. These are big, strong muscles. Don't be afraid to open this up. Officially, big, strong muscles, and it's really easy to hold yourself up, and you don't need to. Let yourself sink. Stay vertical, though. It's a totally different stretch, a totally different part of the hip. The Keep releasing with your breaths. Watch for Alexa, next. Alexa, next. Alexa, next. Come on out. Come up onto all fours. Send your left leg out behind you. Alexa, next.